What's going on, everybody?
Hey.
All right, today we're going to talk about how it is for us to be new parents and how everything's been going so far. And I'll say so far, it's definitely been a challenge in a way, something brand new, but it's definitely worth it overall. And definitely happy to be a dad. You can see the shirt a little bit. And let my wife speak for a second.
I feel like my experience has been kind of all over the place. Some days I'll definitely say it's more overwhelming than others, and some days I feel like, oh, I'm getting the hang of things. But it's definitely been an experience, a brand new experience for me. I've been around children, I've babysat children, I've done all kind of things. But when it comes to this, it's just definitely a different kind of experience for me. I'm not babysitting anymore. This is actually my baby. The first couple of days, it was kind of like I was babysitting, and it made me feel like, girl, when is your mother coming to pick you up? And then it hit me like, I am your mother. So to actually be a full-time mother and wife, it can be a little overwhelming. And like I said in my last video, I don't want to discourage anybody from having a child or from getting married, but know that having both roles can be a little challenging. But I feel like I'm up for the challenge, and at this point I don't have a choice but to just roll with the punches and go from here.
And I guess my experience, like, I feel like I'm starting from scratch because I've never really watched a baby that long. So I'm learning like new terms and everything. I'm like, what in the world is that? So it's a whole bunch of stuff. So now pretty good with feeding her, pretty good with changing her. Only thing I'm trying to get better with is stopping her from crying and also getting adjusted to not having any sleep. So pretty much we've been going like off of 2-3 hours of sleep each day. So yeah, we might look like zombies, but eventually we'll be back to normal. But it's definitely been a journey.
She has her days and nights mixed up, but Papa Bear here likes to hold her a lot while she sleeps. So he's to blame for a lot of it with her not getting rest. And the only time she really does get like a nice amount of rest is when we're holding her.
Yeah, and don't let her fool you. She hold her a lot too.
Not like it.
Nah, it's surpassed me now. That's what it is. Yeah, yep.
And don't be mad, ladies, if you have a daughter or a child, period, that comes out to look exactly like their father. Because I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit. And I just pray that since she's almost 3 weeks old this Thursday actually, that as time goes by, that she'll start to look a little bit like me. Because right now I feel like, really? I went through all of that pain, everything that I went through from start to finish for you to come out looking like this guy? It's not fair.
And ladies, also don't brag ahead of time when it's the ultrasound. Wait until the baby come out, or the baby might look like the father. That's what happened in this case, so.
I did. Because she kind of fooled me with the ultrasound pictures. I'm like, oh my goodness, she's my twin. And then when she came out, I'm like, maybe not.
It's okay though, it's just the beginning. She'll grow up to look just like her mom. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you. But I hope so, I really do. And I would say, like he said, the sleeping part is the only part that I feel like I have to get used to. And the fact that she seems to be more comfortable in our arms over her bassinet. It's like, oh my goodness, please just go to sleep for a minute in your bassinet, because she'll fall asleep within seconds or minutes in my arms. But the moment I put her in her bassinet, she's up crying. And as soon as we pick her up, she's perfectly fine. And we just have to get over the picking her up phase. It's like if she's fed, burped, talked to, changed, if everything is absolutely okay with her, then we have to learn to just be like, okay, she's fine. She just wants to be picked up. Yes, it's okay to pick your child up, whatever way you want to do things. Nobody, first and foremost, do not allow others to control the way you do things with your child, whether you're a new parent or not. Do not allow anyone to tell you how to do things with your child. If you're not asking for others to babysit your child, if you're not constantly asking people for things or for advice, do not allow anybody to tell you how to raise your child. So what I'm saying is, this is just our opinions. We're just new parents and trying to tell you how our experience has gone so far. But I don't feel like there's anything wrong with holding your child as much as you want to hold your child. But what we're trying to do is cut back on holding her so much, because it seems like that has already become a crutch for her. It's like, I'll sleep in your arms, but the moment you put me down, I'm gonna wake up. And that has become a bit of a problem, because it's like, I need to cook, I need to clean, I need to do this, I need to do that. My husband, he'll try to help me put a load in while I do this, and the next thing we know, because we've put her down, we'll hear her holler. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is not it. We have to do something to make this situation better.
Yep, and just like she said, old parents, remember how it was when y'all was new parents. Y'all didn't want everybody telling y'all what to do, so give us a break. We're new parents and trying to figure everything out. So that's the only thing I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not saying that I don't take advice, but at the end of the day, we're going to do things Bayer and DeAndrea's way for our child. I carried her, we made her.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody helped us make her. So at the end of the day, what we do with our child and the way we decide to do things is our business.
Yeah, we have the last say so, but sometimes I feel like people forget that.
We have the only say so. What you mean?
The last say so.
And the only.
Period.
That's it.
So just reminding everybody out there too that's watching that.
And what else would you want to add?
I guess if you want us to do more videos, give us some more topics that you want us to talk about. And don't be afraid to share this video. Don't be afraid to like the video. Don't be afraid to comment. If you really support my wife, comment, share, like, subscribe. So we should support each other more.
We should. We definitely should. Everybody always say things like, I'm proud of you. I like this. I like that. Well, mess with me then. Share my videos then.
And supporting is more than just liking the picture too. Right. Gotta actually watch
Did you
it. Click
actually
the link.
Watch the video?
Yes.
Did you?
We can tell if you watched it or not.
But yeah, this is just our experience so far. We definitely love our baby. We do. She has brought a different kind of joy into our home, into our marriage. But getting used to taking care of a baby 24/7, no, 24/8, it's a job. It is.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I don't want to scare anybody off from doing it. We talked about wanting a child before she was even here, especially him. But
really,
but yeah, you know you did.
Nah, you wanted a child.
Talking about a son.
Well, yeah, a son, yeah. But I'm blessed with a daughter too. So
talking about no, I wanted another one. And now I really feel like, no. You still want a son?
We can wait for a while. This is a full-time job, but like, we're not trying to discourage anybody. Like my wife said, the main thing to do is to pray to God to give you strength and energy and allow you to be a great parent, and everything will work all right. It'll be all right.
Because that has definitely been my prayer. If he allowed me to carry a healthy baby and to get pregnant, then I know for a fact that he'll carry us through this journey. It's just the first couple of weeks and months that the doctors say that are the most toughest times. But her pediatrician has reassured us that things will get better. It's just that she's in her early stage right now, and we've kind of started the whole picking up thing. So now she's kind of used to it. Like, oh, so nobody's going to pick me up when I cry or when I make a sound. Nobody's going to come. And it's so funny because she's only 3 weeks old, but it's like she'll cry, and then as soon as she see me or him, she'll instantly stop crying, or she'll look up like, I think they're getting ready to get me.
Yep.
And once we go past or just put her pacifier in her mouth, it's like she'll get upset, like, no, pick me up.
And another thing to watch out for, sometimes baby face sleep. Like you'll see them open up their eyes a little bit, and then if they see that you're looking or not looking, they'll close their eyes. So you pay attention to that too. Just a little tip.
But overall, I'll say, like I said in my last video, if you have the right support system, if you feel like you have the right type of man that won't leave you hanging and that'll help you do things and figure things out and won't just say, well, that's up to you, you got to figure that out yourself, then I don't see what's wrong with adding a new addition to your family. It's nothing wrong with that. Life isn't easy, but we still get up every day and fight the good fight. So nobody told us that having a baby would be super easy. I'm thankful for my baby, but I can honestly say and be real enough to say that some days it's challenging. Some days it's overwhelming. Some days I really just have to pray and ask God to help me carry on, to help me continue to be a good mother, to help me to have patience with my baby, and try to get some rest in, try to get a nap here and there, and still go on about my day. I can't allow every little thing to make me feel like giving up. The same goes for my channel. My husband always tell me, don't allow what others don't do or do to make me stop doing what I love to do. And that's to uplift and inspire people and to get my story out there. And this has been actually an outlet for me to talk and get things off of my chest, regardless of who supports me and who doesn't. This is something that I genuinely love to do. I've always wanted to have a way to get things off of my chest. I'm a writer. I love to write my thoughts down in journals, but I always wanted to know, what way can I really get things out? What way can I really help others? If I just write it in my journal and close the journal up, how is that helping others? It's not at all. It's like I'm closing the book and not getting it out there. That's not the way God designed for us to be. If we go through things, we're supposed to be that light for others to get out of the darkness, not for us to hold on to it. We go through things to help others get out of dark places. It's not just for us. Actually, it's not for us at all. Once he gets us out, we're supposed to help somebody else get out of it. And that's the main reason behind me starting the channel, because I used to be the type of person to hide behind the scenes. I wanted to be the camera woman, but that really wasn't what I wanted to be. I wanted to be there because I was so shy and I was so ashamed of everything that I went through that I wanted to hide behind the scenes. But after everything that I've gone through and still here to tell my story, I felt like, why am I ashamed of that? It's so many people who have gone through the same exact thing that I've gone through, or worse, and they're no longer here to tell their story. So the things that I've been through, it's like it molded me and shaped me to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to talk about this with my head held high, because it didn't have to turn out this way. It could have turned out way worse than what it turned out to be. God didn't have to bless me with a husband. God didn't have to bless me with a baby. God didn't have to bless me with life. It's been so many times that I thought it was over for me. I'm not going to lie. Anytime that I have a surgery done and I had to go under anesthesia, there's always a 50% chance that I may make it and I may not make it. But I always pray. I have others that pray for me. And every time that I might have thought that things would have turned out differently for me, he brought me through it even better and stronger and wiser. So it's like, why not talk about those things? Some people may get tired of me talking about the things that I talk about, but if it bothers you that much, unfollow me. unfriend me, do whatever it is that you have to do to make you feel better, because I'm going to talk about it every chance I get, honey.
And it's probably best now to join because you hear it now. This channel will blow up. So when it blow up, we don't want to see a bunch of fake love. So we want to see the support now. If you really support her, start now because this channel will blow up. I guarantee it.
But I thank you for watching. I thank everyone who has supported me since day one with sharing my videos, commenting on my videos. And even if you don't comment and you watch, I thank you so much for watching. Any little support goes a long way, and it means so much to me. Even if you don't feel like it means a lot to me, it really does. I'm not saying it just to say it. When a lot of people say, I appreciate that, and they just go on about their day, I'm not those kind of people. I really genuinely appreciate the love and support. Like, seriously, when I first started the channel, I did it, like I said, to uplift and encourage people, but I never thought that it would go this far, and I'm believing that it's going to go even further. And I have 2 people to thank. First 3, God first and foremost, but my cousin Shannon Williams, and last but not least, my husband. And I'm so sorry, my brother-in-law, Clifton. And like and subscribe to his channel as well. His channel is, what is it again? I'm sorry.
Clifton King.
So please check him out. His channel was really dope as well, and he's really into fitness. If you're into fitness and wanting to get your body right, which we all should be on that same tip, because life is short, but it can be even shorter if you don't take care of your body and your health. Health is so important and so serious. It has no age on it. It's death that has no age on it, is what I'm trying to say. And we all have an expiration date, but taking care of yourself will help that expiration date to be longer, I believe, when we start to watch what we put into our bodies, watch what we put into our minds, watch who we have in our circle. All of those things contribute to your health, believe it or not. A lot of people feel like, oh, I'm young, I can live it up, I can do this every day, I can have people who mean nothing to me around me until I get ready for them to go. You better get rid of those people right now, because like I said, death has no age on it. And we have to get serious about life. We have to get serious about everything. Nothing should be a joke. This virus came out of nowhere, unexpectedly to everybody. And for those who think that it's fake, it's still very real. And that's just how quick things can happen to us if we don't pay attention to our bodies and the things that we allow to go into our bodies. So check my bro out.
Yeah, he just dropped a video yesterday too on different foods that's healthy to eat. So like she said, make sure you check that out. Good content on there.
So I didn't want him to think that I forgot about him, because he was on me a lot too with everything that I go through. Everybody, not everybody, but my husband, my cousin Shannon, and my brother-in-law, they were all on me like, you really need to create a channel because you have so much to talk about. You have so much content. You've been through so much. Like, it's time for you to go hard. It's time for you to get your story out there. And I'm like, it's really not a story to me. It's a testimony, because this is real life. It's not a story. Like, this is really my life. But am I ready to share it with the world? But I had to tell myself, why not? Like, what is stopping me? A lot of people can be ignorant and think that it's funny, or that, why does she always talk about that? People been through way worse stuff than her, or why does she make that her storyline? It's like, I talk about it so much because I never ever thought that I would come out of the darkness that I was in when it comes to it. I really battled with my appearance for so many years. I felt like, why can't I look like everybody else? But why do I want to look like everybody else? I want to stand out. I want to be different. I was born to be different. I was born to stand out. I was born with my very own testimony. I was born fighting. I came into this world fighting. And to still be able to fight and have a child with little to no complications is nothing but God. He has really, really shown up in my life. Like, seriously. And when people who don't believe, it's like, just take a look at my life. I'm not asking you to compare your life to mine or vice versa, but I've been through so much, from relationships to just a whole lot of stuff. And to be where I am today is just absolutely amazing, and it's a blessing. And this is just the beginning. You will see DeAndrea King name in lights one day.
Yep, I believe it.
But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting, and I ask that you continue to support.
All right, so until the next time, and be sure to drop the comments on what you want next from us. So we'll have a video coming real soon, depending on the comments. All right, YouTube, we're out.